Our being together here today began when one person with a dream sparked the imagination of others. Kelly Scott, our executive director, a former hospice nurse, dreamed of a place where dying people and their families could receive care and comfort in a home-like environment. Kelly inspired a small group of committed founders who shared her dream. They began the journey together that brings us here today.
I was there before conception. I think maybe I was there at conception. I helped get it started, really, by writing a check, frankly, and also I had the chance to work and be involved at the very ground level.
There were always the right people at the right time with the right skills, the right passion, the right commitment that really allowed this place to become what it is today.
We opened our doors in October of '03 with 3 bedrooms and 5 staff members and an annual budget of about $130,000. When I think back to that very first guest that we had, we waited for days for the phone to ring, for that referral, not knowing if anybody was ever actually going to call and want to use our services. And when that first phone call came and that first guest came, it was unbelievably satisfying.
I came to Clarehouse in 2005 with my son Tristan.
We came basically the first night to just babysit and hold that baby. And it was a very easy task because he was so precious and so perfect.
Just stole my heart. He was so beautiful. He just radiated love.
To be able to have, a group of people to come in and say, let us help you, that's what we're here for. It makes the memory a little bit easier.
His entree into heaven was with lots of loving people.
Today we've taken care of over 850 dying people and their families. We have a staff of about 22, an annual budget over $500,000, and a reputation, I think, that is a real testimonial to the need for loving, compassionate care for dying people. Every year, as an organization, our board of directors would have a strategic planning retreat at the beginning of the year, and we evaluated, were we ready? Was this the year for us to build, for us to raise the money and build our permanent home? In 2007, at the strategic planning retreat, we went through our checklist and found that we were indeed ready.
Welcome home is a phrase that means more to me now than it did last summer when we chose it as our theme for this campaign. It's come to represent a distilled version of our mission and makes immediate and perfect sense as the fulfillment of our vision.
This day is like a symphony. So many people, each doing what they do best, have brought us to this moment.
Basically, we've gone around and told our story, and we've told our story to people who are receptive to hearing it, and they have responded by opening their hearts and their checkbooks to us, and it's been easy. We've already raised $5,514,881.
In a few minutes, we're going to break ground for a new home for Clarehouse. This is a very special day that marks a huge step forward in our journey to provide a loving home and quality end-of-life care to people in need in our community.
I ask you to raise your water bottles You should have one, don't get dehydrated. With me in a toast to Clarehouse's donors, whose vision and generosity have led us to this moment.
But this behind us here, this is where the new beginning starts.
Here I was, I had met with them, 3-4 months earlier. Now it's February of 2002, about 13 months since they had been formed, and they had already found a site to build a new facility.
I am overwhelmed today. I didn't quite expect to be, but as I see all these faces, it really, really moves me, and I thank each and every one of you for being here. I am just amazed at the commitment from so many people over the course of this journey. Thank you for coming today to help us celebrate the topping out of our new home. This is truly an exciting time for everyone involved with Clarehouse. The realization of our dream is almost here.
This ceremony will symbolize much more than construction progress. Putting bolts in a truss is a small act, but it stands for so much. So many years of effort and hope and love.
Every day that I come out to this site, I walk through this building and I imagine. I'm gonna cry, but I can see it. I can see paint on the walls. I can see the flooring. I can see the furnishings, and I can see families and guests in these rooms, living out those days, laughing, loving, crying, doing all the life that goes on every day at Clarehouse, and they will do that here, and I see that already, and it's an incredible gift. I am incredibly grateful for all of that, and so proud of everyone that has been a part of it. Thank you.
I'm honored to welcome you to the official opening of our new home for Clarehouse.
Today is the realization of years of intense work and sacrificial giving by many, many people. Today is a day to cherish and to enjoy. Let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
We have provided 23,000 days of care in the last 10 years. And to know that we've touched all those lives, been a part of all of those family stories is incredibly gratifying. It's an honor and a privilege, and something that, I know is a very special opportunity that we've all had. We believe that every community should have a Clarehouse. May not be what they call it, but whatever they choose to call it, the mission and the heart is the same. Through the Omega Home Network, we have become more impactful at getting that message out, communicating that vision, and helping mentor projects that are working to build a home. It's one way for us to take what we do at the bedside and translate that out into the wider community. So that outreach that we do out in the world is really informed by what happens every day in our home. Knowing that we've reached over 4,000 families in the last 15 years, being a part of a project that, above all else, communicates extraordinary kindness.
I think Clarehouse is important to this community because it's started the dialogue about death.
Nobody likes to acknowledge that this might be a situation they have to deal with, and death is hard. And we want to help people find a comfort level with having those conversations so that they can talk about what they want. And our education efforts are aimed at that on multiple levels. So we try to help the community get comfortable with those conversations and share information with each other and prepare.
We are at our Community Conversation series where we bring in national and regional keynote speakers, and they talk to our attendees about end-of-life care. It's meant to inspire those conversations between family and friends and just really get people thinking about what matters most to them.
Dealing with end-of-life issues with family. It doesn't have to be fearful. There are a lot of things that can be done and assistance that Clarehouse provides through the education programs.
We also serve as the primary educator for many of the physicians that come through the house, whether they're medical students, residents, or professionals. We also work with advanced practice providers and PA students that come in and visit with us, all the nursing students, even the undergraduates, and so play a key role in that here at the house.
Clarehouse was the perfect place for me to get medical experience as well as child and family experience too. So there's so much life here, you know, for such a place that, you know, death is reoccurring, it's happening over and over again here. The staff, the families, you know, the food, everything creates this great amount of life, and I didn't expect that coming in, and it's been a pleasure to be around every day.
So this is our makeshift COVID-19 testing clinic that we offer every Wednesday. We discovered a partnership with the Public Health Institute of Oklahoma and a program called Catch Up that we became involved in, and we received grant funding to set up a clinic and to do the testing. So it doesn't cost us anything but our staff time. So it's been a really great program for an ease of access to reliable COVID-19 testing. It was kind of a challenge to get it set up, but it's worked out pretty well.
Enjoy, have a great time. Remember, the only important time is to have a good time. And since you guys are all moving and I have your money, I'm okay.
Every Moment Counts is the name of the event. All the proceeds go to Clarehouse. It's about taking that time to spend with friends, families, new friends, nature, yourself, and just enjoying the movement. It has been wonderful to meet so many people who's been affected and benefiting from Clarehouse.
We've had so many people at Clarehouse that have volunteered here, that have worked here, that have been on our board, that have supported us financially and supported us with their time, talent, and treasure. And knowing that all of those lives have been touched as well, and knowing that people are doing that because it makes a difference in their lives personally is a wonderful thing to reflect on as well. I think it's the love and compassion and the kindness that we're the most proud of.